Kia ora koutou katoa, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm doing the Hope Valley route. So I started at Windy Point yesterday at 4 PM, I was dropped off by a shuttle, and then I walked reasonably quickly to the Hope halfway hut. So these are my track notes. I started at the Windy Point car park, and for a snack I'm having these chickpeas which I just tried yesterday. I've got a few more packs of those, they were quite nice. Chocolate covered chickpeas, and then sour vegan lollies as well. Kia ora everyone, I am here at St Jacob's Hut. It didn't take too long from the little bridge, but I did have to refer back to my track notes because I could not for the life of me see a four-wheel drive track, so I had to put my pack down and do some reconnaissance work and look around, and luckily there was a four-wheel drive track. Oh no, I can see a bird of prey. I think it's about to eat this little... Oh no, it's a duck. Phew. Because there's a little baby bird outside that's sort of paralysed. Well, I don't even know if it's a baby or it's an adult that's dying or something, but it's standing and its little eyes are open, but it's just not looking too hot. I even got quite close, like within a foot of it, and it didn't move. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. This is the view out the window at St Jacob's Hut, and down here is my cooking setup. I've got my oats, whole grain oats, the usual, and it's got linseed raisins mixed in, and I also added psyllium husk to be a bit different this time. And then I've got oat, dairy-free vegan chocolate, and then what I'm probably going to have for dinner is this Mexican rice, and then you can see other stuff like crackers, toilet paper, stuff like that. And then there's some lovely river water in that pot. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I might make myself some gnocchi after my porridge. I'm having porridge for lunch because I didn't have porridge this morning for breakfast, because at Hope Halfway Hut there wasn't much water, so I just had crackers pretty much and some other little snacks. So to give you a little tour of St Jacob's Hut, moving away from the cooking bench, we have my beautiful bed here with some reading material, a Victorian Christmas. This book has such beautiful pictures. I'm thinking that even if I already know a fair bit about Victorian Christmases, because I did study the Victorians as a kid, it'll just be lovely looking at the pictures, and I want to get into the festive spirit. And then I've got some of my stuff on these chairs. So far, as you can see, I am the only one here. It's such a beautiful little hut. There's this mirror on the wall, there's this map, and up here I can see Lake Christabel. There's the Lake Christabel hut where I stayed a couple of weeks ago, and then moving down the map you can see where we are now. It's not actually so far from, oh sorry, I'm in the Lake Sumner area, but it's not so far from Lake Christabel. And so here's Windy Point where I started yesterday, and then I would have come along here through the beech forest. Oh, so this is the Hope River. I'm learning as I go. And then the Hope Shelter is probably the Hope Halfway Hut that I stayed at last night. And then I carried along here, and there's the swing bridge where I did some filming for you guys. And then I sort of mucked around here without my pack looking for the four-wheel drive track, and then I found it, and not without a wistful look back over my shoulder towards the TA route at Hope-Kiwi Lodge. But I might stay there in a couple of days. And then I went along here to St Jacob's Hut. Got a little bit lost following rabbit trails in the Matagari, saw a ginormous hare dashing away, about the size of a lamb. And then tomorrow I'm going to be heading hopefully up here to top Hope Hut and maybe Hope Pass. Not sure where that is. Wow, it's so inspiring looking at maps. I just see more and more places to explore in the future. Next to the map we've got this poster that has some history on the area. Or, well, down here there's some history. Up here maybe some geology. And this is the Hope-Kiwi Lodge where I stayed last year and on the TA. And so from this room, which I sort of put my mark on and claimed as my own, you go through this doorway into this room and start off at this bench. Clearly somebody's fully stocked the place with kitchen equipment. There's even paper towels and a kettle and hand sanitizer. That's pretty cool. And there's some pots down there below, a broom, a couple more bunks, so if people do arrive tonight there'll be a little bit of privacy for us, separation between the two rooms. And then this really cute little fireplace, another cute little window with the most beautiful view, and then these cool ceilings. And I wonder what's in here. I haven't looked in here yet. More storage, a little bit of rubbish. So this is St. Jacob's Hut. This is really cool. I need to come up with some new adjectives. There's this fascinating rusted barrel here with my shoes drying on top. And then here is the hut. It's a safe for probably keeping meat, which I won't be keeping there. Maybe tofu will be my version. And then this, which looks like a gold pan. Right guys, let's go check out the baby bird and see if he or she is okay. Didn't look too hot last time I saw him. Okay, so I saw this birdie when I was on my way to get water from the creek. There's no water tank here, but we do, not a creek, sorry, we do have the Hope River there. Only the Hope River. I mean, could be worse. Let's see. Oh, he's moved a little bit. Okay. Hello, buddy. That's the path I took to get my water. And then just over there was the baby birdie, and he's moved a little bit now. There he is. Are you okay, buddy? So, not sure if he's a baby, but he's just sort of giving me that vibe. And he looks a bit sick, and the fact that he's not running away from me, he's sort of frozen. You know, hope he's going to be okay. Hopefully he's just having a bad day. He's going to be okay. This is a view of the Hope Valley from St. Jacob's Hut. Ooh, baby birdie just chirped. Don't know if you heard that, guys, but that's a good sign. Maybe he is a baby and he's calling for his mummy. Bonjour tout le monde, kia ora koutou katoa. I am probably about 2 hours or 3 hours out from St. Joseph's Hut, on my way to Top Hope Hut. The weather has not failed at all. I am not disappointed. It is most beautiful weather you could imagine. The river's all sparkly. I actually have to admit that I went the wrong way, but in the end it turned out to be the right way because I had the most beautiful time. I sort of followed, I didn't read my track notes clearly for today well enough, at least I didn't retain them, so I followed this marker up onto a little grassy terrace, and just, it was like a fairyland up there. I just, you know, it really awakened the inner child, and I just kept going through this, for all these little glades and clearings and all the beautiful flowers, and everything was just so perfect. And then there was this track that seemed like it was kind of, it was out of use, like it hadn't been used recently, and I really liked that. So it's made me realise that I need to do more route finding and fewer more of the less well, you know, the less travelled tracks, rougher tracks, because I am quite experienced now, and I think I was on the way to, I pulled up my map and had a look at the notes, and I figured out that I was probably on the way to the Lake Manviv, and I just had a beautiful little snack break, and I had swim, went skinny dipping in this gorgeous little pool, and because the track was so overgrown, I felt like no one would ever see me there, and it just felt so safe and so cool, just so surreal. So now I kind of want to go to the Lake Manviv or just get off the beaten track in general. But I think I found my way back to the valley, the track that I'm supposed to be on. I'm following the river, as it says. I have crossed quite a few times because the track seems to be leading me up bluffs and stuff, and sometimes I've lost the markers, so but I can see them on the bank ahead, just up that way, roughly, more or less. I can see the markers, so yeah, catch you at the hut. Hola, kia ora, bonjour. I am at Top Hope Hut, probably about half an hour since I last filmed, maybe a little bit more, and it is so similar to St. Jacob's Hut. I'll give you a wee peek. So it's got the bench and the bed opposite. This chair isn't there in St. Jacob's. We've got a few other chairs, but we've got chairs in St. Jacob's a bit like that one. And then there's another bunk over here. But what really made me do a double take was this bit here. The benches are almost exactly the same. I thought it was a deja vu when I saw this. I was like, and it's not just a thought, it was deja vu. And then the fireplace is the same. Oh my god, so similar. You guys might think I'm really weird for noticing details like this, but there was actually a spider, just like this one, in this about the same spot at St. Jacob's Hut as well. So uncanny. So I'll give you a wee tour of the outside of the hut. This is Top Hope Hut, as you can see. And somebody's been doing some wood chopping. There's quite a few stumps. There's a water tank at this one, which, I mean, we are really close to the river, but the St. Jacob's Hut didn't have a water tank. Then the layout of the hut is so similar to St. Jacob's. And then there's a toilet over there, and then that's the track which leads to Hope Pass, and it's supposed to be 3.5 hours away. It is now about 1 o'clock, just after 1 in the afternoon, so I don't know if I'll make it to the pass and back, but I'm hoping to make it to the hot pools, which are supposed to be an hour and a half away, and I'm going to leave my stuff here. So yeah. Exciting, so I might pull out this camera when I'm at the hot pools, hopefully I find them. Got bare feet, and wow, this is so cool. I'm seeing this for the first time too with you guys. Look at that pool, it's so cool. You can see, I don't know if you can see the steam rising, I can. So this is the land of the hot pools, the land down under. Hidden too. Look at the colour of this lichen, guys. I've never seen anything like it. So vibrant. It's like a rusty, burnt Karatani orange. Kia ora everyone, it's the next day. I'm back at St. Jacob's Hut. I've lit the candles, as you can see. That was a must. I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Ka kite!